go.
Chunk.
Yeah.
I'm breaking down Brooklyn Nine-Nine episode by episode. Here's 99 Things You Missed in Season 1, Episode 20.
Fancy Brudgom.
Diet day 4. How's everyone holding up?
We start with an update to the break room whiteboard for Officer Bob's 50th birthday. And through the window, we can actually see the same chair Terry crashed out in during 48 hours.
I'm going to last forever. You hear that, bitches? I'm gonna last forever.
Gina is parodying the titular song from Fame and also allows me to correct the bitch counter.
I pee moles all over this bitch.
I'm doing great.
Hitchcock is sipping orange Shasta with the label altered to just say soda.
This morning, the homeless guy on my stoop said my skin looked dope.
This is surprisingly accurate, as the street view of Amy's apartment actually has someone sat on the stoop.
What's going on? We're doing a diet together.
The diet is by Park Slope Portions in reference to the real neighborhood within the precinct. And this amounts to just shy of 50 calories, or an eighth of a healthy breakfast.
We're gonna get through this together.
There have been plenty of high fives so far, but I think this is the first time two characters fist each other's bump. This episode also marks the first cold open not to contain Andy Samberg.
What are you doing here? Isn't it your day off?
I'm here to meet Charles. Did you hear what he did last night?
Jake Peralta, will you be my best man?
Yes, 1,000 times yes.
Jake is referencing Pride and Prejudice.
1,000 times.
More specifically, the 2005 movie adaptation, as this iconic line wasn't in the original book.
So are you gonna set up shop in a strip club?
What kind of shop would I set up? Hand sanitizer.
This actually happened in 2020 for obvious reasons.
He gave me this to prep. Fancy Brudgom.
The only actual Danish on this magazine is the title, with the rest being lorem ipsum filler. And it's dated April 15th, which is the day before the Genevieve painting shown in Season 2.
The Danes throw the most beautiful weddings in the world and the most violent funerals.
This is obviously way less true in modern times, but before the adoption of Christianity, Danish funerals were home to ritual sacrifice, cremation, and binding to prevent the person rising from the dead. The latter relates to the myth of Draugher, which you likely know from these freaky little guys in Skyrim.
This does not look like something you'd be into.
There's a watch ad on Boyle's magazine, which feels a tad targeted considering how often his watch is wrong.
There he is.
Hello, my big, beautiful BM.
Just best man is fine.
This comment from the last episode made me realize how many acronyms and initialisms there are throughout the show, so I'm adding another counter.
A clinic pa.
STDs.
PB&J. I'm totally prepared. I even bought some nurse shoes.
Jake is so dripped out, he rotates in the cuts.
Grab this. First up, Kagan Smegag.
For once, we actually get a clear look at the room listings for the 4th floor, revealing there's a visitor's lounge, a motor pool office, and a handful of on-call areas that are never actually shown. Interrogation Room B is also listed twice, above the men's locker room, which we saw in the apartments. The women's locker room isn't listed, which does make sense as we never see it, so I'm guessing it's on a different floor for Hitchcock-related reasons. Finally, there's a weight room, which is either the gym we see in Payback or another mysterious, never-seen room.
I understand you stopped by the patrol officer's morning briefing.
Yeah. Hey, Deepmore.
This is the first scene that takes place on the uniformed officer's floor. Officer Deepmore is played by Kevin Bigley, who also did a bunch of voices for BoJack Horseman, including one of my favorite random one-off characters, Quentin Tarantulino.
You're a genius. I'm gonna kiss your face.
What? Oh.
And he's a classic example of this show's creative naming conventions, as his character should pay more attention to detail.
If you're gonna bag evidence like a 5-year-old, you should have the proper tools. It's in my first police kit.
The prop department covered the kid on the packaging's face, presumably to avoid paying stock photo royalties. Also, with a young boy shirt in Tactical Village, there is a non-zero chance this is Amy.
He submitted an official complaint against you. If you go down there and apologize,
This uniformed sergeant disappears between cuts.
he'll let the whole thing go.
Fine. I'm great at apologizing. I'm a very sweet person. Out of my way, chunk.
Going frame by frame, you can see the circular padding used to protect Hitchcock's actor. Despite what the Chiron says, Boyle's watch is at 4:15. Jake's mouth doesn't line up with him saying,
Veggie cake, why?
That's habanero pepper frosting.
these do actually exist, but usually the habanero is used in small roasted amounts to add a smoky flavor instead of an overwhelming spice.
Unless you think it's a bad idea.
Come on, show me what you got.
Fred Astaire, Gene Kelly.
Diane Keaton.
This is the first of 4 references to Diane Keaton, so I'm guessing someone on the writers team is an especially big fan.
Okay, Charles, you're not Scottish.
While Charles isn't Scottish, he does have Scottish family. In the show's worst episode, he mentions his cousin Susan in reference to Britain's Got Talent contestant and national treasure Susan Boyle.
Actually not bad.
Can you see my underwear?
Thong!
Thankfully, this revealing material is confined to the rear of the pants. We'll have to wait a few more seasons before Charles goes full Sherman. This is also probably the best look we'd get at Boyle's buttholes, but after a truly traumatizing up-close look, his buns appear to be untainted.
It's my something borrowed.
Get back in there.
Samberg's smirk was an unscripted reaction to actually seeing his friend and co-worker's bubble butts. There was actually meant to be another outfit here, as seen in behind-the-scenes photos, but in my opinion, the final version works better, as it follows the comedic rule of 3.
Yes!
This sounds a lot like a watch alarm despite apparently coming from the iPhone.
I never got into diets,
Scully is using a joyous Boyle amount of sugar here.
though I did take diet pills in the 70s.
Yet another Hitchcock and Scully flashback scene. They went to the effort of changing the desk, monitor, and uniforms, but stopped at the posters, meaning these have been here for 30 years. They did cover the community garden flyer here, but you can still see it poking out the bottom.
He's dead! Actually, I was in a coma.
Weight loss science has come a long way since then.
I mean, I guess it has, but the starvation-based method they use here is not recommended at all, especially as Terry requires
10,000 calories a day to maintain muscle mass.
It is an improvement on diet pills though, because they were literally just speed. Amy has something moldy looking in her bag, which makes sense considering the only listed ingredient is germ. Terry also drops the show's first,
Damn, Gina!
What is that?
It's the sloppy Jessica.
yet another addition to the weird diet of the 9-9. I'm planning on trying these out as well as a bunch of other precinct dishes at 20k subscribers, so if you haven't already, please consider subscribing, and if you do, I'll do a little wiggle. I'll go woo.
I thought you were gonna last forever, bitches.
Turns out I gave up easy. You hear that, bitches?
Despite Gina taking a hearty bite just seconds ago, the sloppy Jessica is fully intact, and her hand jumps up in the cuts.
I gave up so easy.
Thank you.
This is once again CBS's New York Street backlots, specifically the section where Jake had a dope car chase and waited outside Amy's apartment before their date. The shawarma stand has a rare uncensored brand with these cans of Refresh, and this is also how I found out Americans spell kebab wrong. This extra disappears walking past Boyle.
Thanks for being so supportive all day.
Whatever you need, I will do.
This guy in the blue hoodie also disappears, but he walks past again in a second.
What is it, some sort of marriage license thingy?
That's my retirement paperwork.
What? Shut up.
What?
Vivian got a job in suburban Ottawa. It has everything Brooklyn does, other than my job and my friends and my family, you, interesting people, museums, restaurants.
The first four are pretty certain, but the others are more arguable. Ottawa is the birthplace of Norm Macdonald, Sandra Oh, and more hockey players than I care to count, so at the very least, it can produce interesting people. It's also home to 8 national galleries and a decent restaurant scene, but I guess for someone living in Brooklyn, the standards are pretty high.
Okay, I'm kind of picking up on a couple of clues.
Jake, you're such an amazing detective. I don't want to count.
This tailor is at 307 Smith Street and could actually be seen with its unedited sign in the Ebony Falcon.
Let's strategize on how you're going to tell Vivian that you don't want to move to Canada.
Boyle has thankfully changed out of his thong.
Just drop it.
There's a vintage sign in the background for Montgomery Ward & Co., which isn't from New York, but Chicago.
She's my everything.
Move your testicles to the left.
10-4.
10-4 is the radio signal for message received, and also lets me correct the police codes from last episode, as for some reason, I didn't read the NYPD specific ones.
Can we actually cool it on the testicles for me?
No. Move your testicles to the left.
Tell her how you feel. Say something like,
Testicles to the right.
And then she'll say, you're a selfish
Testicle.
and I hope you
Move to the left.
If you can believe it, Boyle's watch is wrong. It's behind by around 4 hours and 20 minutes, which coincidentally matches this tag on the corkboard behind Jake. Also, by the time this video comes out, it will have been 420, so I hope if you celebrate, you had a lovely, chill day.
she's not going to say any of that because she's not criminally insane.
Legally, this just means someone whose mental condition prevents them from understanding their wrongdoing, so I guess at a stretch he is right here.
Take a deep breath.
No deep breaths. Makes the testicles clap.
In this episode, it's really fun to research fact check. I learned this does happen, and it's called a chromasteric response. Jake's was also definitely edited in post.
How's your apology to Officer Deetmore coming?
I've been working on a letter to send him.
I saw a draft of it on your desk. It was so horrifying I had to destroy the whole pad.
Despite what Holt says, there isn't anything written on the pad.
Just go downstairs and apologize.
A new flyer is up behind Terry to advertise the same birthday we saw on the break room whiteboards.
I've been sucking on it so long, it's smooth.
Amy, that is hardly appropriate discussion for the workplace.
I'll get that for you, Ames.
I'm pretty sure this is the first time she's been called this, and shockingly, it wasn't by Jake. The cashew, Almond, has moved closer to Scully's desk between cuts.
You bumbling son of a bitch! I hope you get hit by a
Testicle.
Nothing to see here, just a little hypoglycemic rage.
Hypoglycemia, or low blood sugar, can actually cause irritability and unusual behavior in extreme circumstances.
It's my fault. I shouldn't have bumped your cashew.
It was an almond, you idiot! I hope you drown in a tub!
This is the second of many times Terry carries someone, with the first being in Operation Broken Feather. This exterior shot is stock footage of 655 6th Avenue in New York, which is fittingly around the corner from the groom shop.
I love the Chantilly ecru paper for place cards.
This refers to fancy cream-colored paper with a raised lace pattern.
That is an excellent choice.
Janice is played by Beth Dover, who is notably in Orange is the New Black and also happens to be Joe Lo Truglio's wife.
I'm gonna go talk to Vivi.
Great idea, buddy. Huh?
Yep.
Huh?
So who's gonna pay for the paper? It's gonna be $2?
Huh? Her name is Amy.
Santiago, come hold this so it looks bigger in your tiny hand.
Hitchcock and Scully are once again passing papers with a back scratcher.
Where is she?
This uniformed sergeant somehow makes it outside before Terry, and different trash appears in the cuts.
Amy, where are you? It's
Testicle.
time. Stop!
I get that she's hungry, but it does feel out of character for Amy to litter.
You both betrayed me. I can do this all on my own. I don't need you. I can even sing the high parts. Yes, I can.
I'm pretty sure the zoom was done here on the fly to not show Gina breaking character. character.
Came down here to say I'm sorry.
Oh, good. Go ahead.
I said the words. I even averted my gaze to make you feel like the alpha.
She actually did the same thing while talking to Holt.
I'd like you to apologize like you mean it.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry for your goat face and your rodent brain and your weird goose.
Testicle.
I hope you feel better.
Not only is this the Paramount backlot, but it's actually the same building used for Gino's Pizza in episode 9. The name is also a tribute to Dan Goor's 2 daughters, and even had an unused exterior on the same backlot as Schur's and the precinct.
How'd it go with Vivian last night?
Great. It went so great.
Instead of using a fictional brand, the props department simply obscured the Heinz branding on this catch-up.
You're gonna talk to her for me.
Hi, Vivian. What?
You know that in ancient Egypt, the peasants drank beer for breakfast?
This is true, however, it was low in alcohol, more nutritious, and way more readily available than clean drinking water.
Charles, can I see you in the bathroom for a second? Got a mole on my back, and Charles has eyes.
I do. All right, so let's see that mole.
The sign behind Jake asking employees to wash their hands is specific enough that it must have been a very common occurrence, which is concerning for a diner.
I don't want to move to Canada, but I can't lose her. Please help me.
Fine.
Oh, wait, don't go. I still have to pee.
Whoever designed this bathroom should be put on trial for putting the one urinal right where the door opens. Once again in the CBS backlot, just seconds away from Amy's apartment and the Santa Loblo incident.
Is it cool if I just stare at your croissants for a little while?
Oh no. Genuinely don't know whether to include these for the Anthora Cup counter, so for now I'll leave them out, and I'll add them next episode if that's what people want. Bialy is an option at the cart, which is a Polish bagel-like pastry that became popular in New York after being introduced by Jewish immigrants. And like beer in Egypt, coffee in Brooklyn is cheaper than water.
Sarge, you need to stop this diet.
Please eat. You look weak.
I'm fine.
A man in a black hat appears behind Amy and Gina, which I'm sure isn't an omen of any kind.
Watch this.
No, Terry Crews didn't actually lift this car. In an interview, he stated that they utilized a little contraption, but he did genuinely fart and rip his pants, so that's gotta count for something. If the reuse of Gino's wasn't enough, this license plate also appears in Sal's Pizza on the car Jake arrives in.
See? I'm fine.
The reflection in the bumper actually shows the backlot's rain cover.
What is happening?
Terry's lips don't match what he's saying here, and Amy's hands move up in the cut.
Just a tummy gurgle. Diet messed up my system.
My graduate student told me that
Where does the best maple syrup come from again?
Vermont.
Vermont does actually have a big maple syrup industry, but the consensus still seems to back.
Canada.
Weren't the two of you talking about maybe moving there?
oh yeah, we are so
Genevieve has a barbed wire chain, which is surprisingly metal for a professor.
But what about his Brooklyn-based pizza blog? Do they even have pizza in Canada?
yes. It's called Manitoba sauce cake.
This isn't a real thing, but did manage to trick someone on Reddit into thinking otherwise.
Okay, there's no way Charles wants that.
Yeah. I want to retire from the force and move to Ottawa with Vivian.
You mess up, you get made fun of. It's like a scientist zapping a rat when he messes up in the maze.
Someone actually drinks from the water fountain for once.
I was that rat, and all I wanted was to be captain and throw some lightning bolts.
Emperor Palpatine.
This is now the second episode in a row with a Star Wars reference.
I think you're a leader, so act like one.
I can't believe he's moving to Canada.
And he fully threw me under the bus, so I quit as best man.
Jake.
There's an old Edwards fire alarm behind Amy that fits the age of the building.
I put up with all his dumb ideas, his champagne made out of olives.
Olives like the sugars needed to properly ferment into wine, but if they're added, this is technically possible. Would it be good? Almost certainly not, but bad taste looks to be what Boyle is going for, so I guess it could work.
He's not being himself.
Maybe because he's facing a terrible decision?
Yeah, that sounds right.
I'll find out where he is and text you.
Despite being awake at the start of the scene, Hitchcock and Scully are already napping. Shots for this scene were filmed outside 834 South Los Angeles Street, which has been renamed here in homage to show producer Matthew Nadella. Rossi could also be a reference to the ME, but that's the shop's actual name, so I highly doubt it was intentional.
Police, stop walking.
A few of the cars do have New York plates, but those on the other side of the cones understandably have California ones.
You're not handing in those retirement papers. I won't let you.
Oh, really? And how are you going to stop me?
Baton to the knee.
A sign for Academy Award clothes can be seen in the reflection, subtly foreshadowing Academy Award winner J.K. Simmons showing up in a later season.
Baton to the...
Hey, D-Moore, I'm sorry for making fun of you in front of everybody. Come on, go over it upstairs.
These exterior shots were filmed along East 8th Street, and like all car shots in this show, the continuity is all over the place.
I'm unquitting as your best man.
You also taking me to the knee hospital?
Surprisingly, Brooklyn does actually have its own dedicated knee center,
I'm here to support you.
Did I just plan the worst wedding in history?
Second worst. Red Wedding, Game of Thrones.
which actually shared an ADR mixer with Brooklyn Nine-Nine.
And no, your wedding is going to be incredible.
This guy in a high-vis can be seen blocking traffic for filming.
Talk to Vivian.
No, I'm not.
Boyle, no!
I'm sorry. No, I'm ready.
Hey, superstar.
This officer in perp walked past twice,
Why the long fart?
and Terry now has a new gecko on his desk.
This shake is really good.
Amy's bag of Doritos is folded to obscure the brand, albeit very poorly. And Gina's milkshake is good enough to attract the attention of Hitchcock and Scully, who have been on a great run of silly background activities this episode.
I'm eating right now, Terry. Corn dog.
Incredible sleight of hand from Gina, as this wasn't in her hand at the start of the scene. Vivian's apartment is suitably walking distance from the two daughters' diner.
Charles has something he'd like to say. in case he tries to flee.
The way she inspects the baton is freak matching on a level I can't fully comprehend. I might just be losing my mind, but Jake looks at it in post here.
To the fancy Brudgom.
A special thank you to Certified Sweethearts, Falazzo, and Amused Legs, as well as Dash Plays, UX, and Shribsync for becoming members. Of the episodes I've covered so far, which one do you skip upon your Brooklyn Nine-Nine rewatches? Because if you're watching this, you've seen it a few times. I've heard some people call this their least favorite episode of season 1, but I think it was a really fun one to do. I found a lot of interesting stuff. I'll see you in 2 weeks for something unsolvable.
Not a doctor.
Move your testicles to the left.